So summer's kind of winding down in Florida. We hit October, we just got our first kind of mild front, and basically my brush pile stuff is going to start going to the wayside. But before it kind of closes up, I got everything rigged up right here, so I thought it'd be good for me so I don't forget what the hell I was doing this year, and it'd be kind of cool to share with you guys what rods and what setups I go out there, what baits, what riggings to hit some of those brush piles and those shell bars and them offshore fish. So basically, I'm just gonna run through real quick, terminal tackle, what baits are on here, because I'm headed out tomorrow to hit up those piles and see if I can put a little something together a little late here with the water cooling down. So first off, I got myself, this is a Powell 725. I have a micro or a finesse A-rig set up. It's got little easies on it and teasies, got them in, I think it's like a ghost shad or a bode color. Just in case I see some schooling fish or some suspended bait. Got it on 17-pound fluorocarbon with a 621 rig. Next thing I got is pretty standard. I have a Carolina rig. It's on my 775 Powell. I run 50-pound braid on the back. It's a high-speed reel. Got a 3/4 ounce kind of steel junk weight, so I don't mind losing them, but it transmits a lot better. But I think it's like a 2.5 foot leader of 20-pound mono, so it floats the bait up. And this is just a little Damiki stick bait. It's called the, I think it's the Stinger. It's another one of them hot dog looking baits. Right here I got old trusty. This is a 714 Powell. It's a 3/4 ounce football jig, one of those modded football jigs that I do by Gambler. Custom skirt on it, and I found these like weird stick baits that have feathers sticking out of the side, so we're gonna see if that works. But usually I just have the small Damiki Stinger on there, that little hot dog bait for wacky rigging. 20-pound Sunline Sniper. That's thanks to Hunter and Chris Adams. They kind of put me on that little lower diameter. It's great for getting down there, but still having that heavier line. Right here, I have my 764 Powell. Once again, it's 20-pound Sunline Sniper. Got a Gambler wrecking ball. This is the 1/2 ounce. If I get deeper than like 26, 25 foot, I'll go to the 3/4 and just got a 1/2 of an ER16 kind of cut off in half and put on there. You guys will recognize this one real quick. Got a 10XD. This is, I believe it's the green gizzard shad. Got it on 14-pound fluorocarbon. This is a generic demo rod that I have. It's actually a flipping stick, but it's got kind of a parabolic bend to it. You need some beef to whip this thing out here. It's 7.6 and got a low, a low speed or a low gear ratio. So it's reeling a little bit slower, but it gives me a little more power to crank that thing down there. Another one of those standards. I got this on my Powell cranking rod. It's on a 621, not super slow, not super fast. 10-pound fluorocarbon. It's a Strike King 6XD. The water's been a little dingy because we've had some rain, so I went with, I think this is like blue powder back, but usually I go with like a shad color when the water's like that good green clear. Another Powell 775, basically a flipping stick, 17-pound fluorocarbon, got a 3/4 ounce, it's got a little brush guard on it, Swimbait jig head. This is an easy swimmer. The bait isn't gigantic, but I've seen a couple bigger shad. I might go up to a big easy, but this is like the bold or the ghost shad color, and get down there quick and bump on those piles with it. Just as a note, if I do throw a jigging spoon, that's what I'll throw it on. Got something I've been playing around with lately. This is a little heavier action spinning rod. It's the Powell 6103. It's a little stiffer. I use it to skip docks with Senkos and that. I got let's see here. It's 20-pound braid to a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader, and I have a Senko with a 4/0 wide gap plus hook, and it's one of those tail weights that you cut off the tail and you jam it in there so the bait actually falls backwards. Kind of a little finesse rig because fish get a little weird this time of year. This is a standard. This is probably one of my favorite spinning rods. This is the Powell 712. This is my Dropshot setup. I have 10-pound, 10-pound fire line. Yeah, 10-pound crystal fire line to 8-pound fluorocarbon, roboworm rebar hook, a little bell weight on the bottom. I think this is either 3/8 or a 1/2. It's pretty heavy, but I got to get down there quick, and that's my Dropshot setup. And then last but not least, I have, it's just a little Shimano Compre rod that I have. Once again, 10-pound braid to, I think this is either 8 or 10-pound fluoro leader. And it's a 1/4 ounce weighted wacky rig hook with a brush guard on it with a little Swimbait worm. And I use it to target suspended fish, or sometimes I'll even drag it through the piles if they're just being kind of funky. Because like I've mentioned a few times, that wacky rig, there's something magical about it. But that about caps it off. I will have every single one of those rods with me when I go and hit the brush piles. I've learned to mix it up. It isn't like fishing Okeechobee where you can have like 2 or 3 rods on deck. Early summer, you can be a little more stagnant with what kind of baits, but as it moves through and as those fish see more baits, you really got to go out with an arsenal, because they'll set up on the pile, they'll set up above the pile, they'll set up next to the pile, and you got to be ready to go once you see them on the graph and pop them. So I hope this helps you out, guys, and hopefully this will help me remember what I was using this year. So tight lines.